Hello, my food service power plant friends. It's Jason Wayne here in Denver, Colorado with your power plant positivity tip number 33, act as if. On your road to success, one of the greatest tools you can use to get from where you are to where you want to be is to start acting now as if you already are where you want to be. You see, one of the things that holds us back from accomplishing our goals is this idea that we can't relate to that future version of ourselves. We don't know what success will feel like. So right now, I want you to start thinking like and dressing like and talking like and feeling those feelings that you have already accomplished what you're going after. When you put yourself in the shoes of a future version of you who's already accomplished your goals, it triggers your RAS, which is your Reticular Activating System, which will help your subconscious find ways to help you accomplish your goal. You see, your RAS is a spot towards the bottom of your brain which filters the information you receive in any given moment. At any time, you're receiving over 2 million bits of information, and the Reticular Activating System is that filter which determines what's going to get in and what's not. It determines what's important for you to receive. Now, how does it know what's important? Well, it goes to the thoughts you think and the places where you focus. So, if you start focusing on your accomplishments, if you focus on you being the most accomplished salesperson on your team, your RAS will now start filtering information and allowing things in that help support this belief that you are the best salesperson on your team. If you start acting now and feeling now a complete level of confidence, your RAS will now let in new bits of information to help support that belief that you are a completely confident person and help you further towards becoming more of that. So when you start acting as if your future goal is yours today, your RAS will start letting in new information to help you live in that reality. A great story about acting as if is with Fred Couples and Jim Nantz. Fred Couples is a famous golfer and Jim Nantz is a famous sports announcer on CBS. Years ago, they were roommates at the University of Houston. They were both golfers, and Fred had a goal to go win the Masters someday. Jim knew that he really wanted to be an announcer. So when they were in their dorm room, Jim would practice interviewing Fred Couples as if he had just won the Masters. And they would practice being in the famous Butler cabin, and he would say, "How did it feel to win?" And they would go through the whole routine. Well, acting as if really paid off for them. 14 years after they graduated college, Jim was interviewing Fred right after he had won the actual Masters in that Butler cabin. And if you go back and watch the interview, Jim's actually crying because he's reliving this experience they'd lived so many years ago. So, here's a few tips to help you start acting as if. I want you to claim your future desire as your current reality. Muhammad Ali said, "I am the greatest." He goes, and I said that even before I knew I was. He didn't say one day I will be the greatest. He said, I am the greatest right now. When you hold things out in the future, one of the problems is that sometimes they stay in the future, and the future doesn't ever become now. So I want you to take what you want and decide that that reality is yours today. Here's the second thing I want you to do. It's a cool idea. Throw a come as you'll be party. Now, this might be a new idea to you, but I've done it a few times and it is a blast. Get some friends or family members or coworkers, and I want you to plan a party where you all come as a future version of yourself. So I want you to think, what's the biggest goal you want to have accomplished in 5 years from now? And then I want you all to come to this party as that person who's accomplished that goal. Come dressing the way that you think you'd be dressing after having accomplished that goal. If you wanted to get a book on the New York Times bestseller, come with a print of your book or an article explaining why your book was so great, or a cover of you on Time magazine after having won this award. Everybody comes as their future version of themselves, and you spend the night acting that reality for one another and supporting one another's dreams. It's a really fun way to start getting those feelings now and ingraining what would it be like in my future version of me. Remember, you're doing great. If you need any particular support, you're welcome to reach out to me. Certainly reach out to people who support you in your life. You've got this. We've got it together. Have a great day.